Hi there. My name is Margaret Metzger. I'm with Collins and Associates Real Estate Professionals. I am the associate broker or team leader of the Metzger team. This is Sarah Schaefer.
Hi, nice to meet you.
She is a new realtor. We are specializing in the Clearwater and Hayesville area as well as Wichita and surrounding communities. I have been in business for 20 years, serving the Wichita and surrounding communities. And Sarah just wanted to join me today and talk about some different things with real estate. Sarah is new. Sarah, tell us why you got into real estate.
So there's a few reasons. So I have family in Hillsboro, Marion, Kansas. They used to own a plumbing business a long time ago, and they actually still own it. They've kept that going. And then they expanded that to do electrical and renovation. So it's just kind of fun to always see that. I've always loved, a lot of people do, just scrolling on Zillow and looking at houses and window shopping. And so I really wanted to actually get into it and be a part of that.
That's
community.
Cool. That's very cool. I know it's hard getting started.
It is. It can be difficult.
It's super hard. There's a lot of fears, I guess. And even after 20 years, there comes times where I start thinking, gosh, how did I survive the last 20 years? Especially during the recession and gosh, the last couple of years where we've had such lack of inventory. And then you get into the business
right when it's
going on. So what are you looking forward to, I think?
Just helping people. I really look forward to doing that. I'm actually looking at... Thank you. Yeah, so I'm a senior residential specialist because I just love working with older people. Okay. And then you also get to help them. You get to look into their finances. And especially with, if you're retiring or downsizing or just looking for your, dream big home, you get to look into their finances and make sure that it's not going to affect them in a way that they don't want it to.
Right.
Make sure that it works with their finances long term.
That is one designation that I've never even checked into.
Yeah.
Does that have to do with estate sales and stuff like that too, do you think?
It can be, yeah. So it focuses on upside down houses. It'll work on reverse mortgages. So
wow. Okay.
Really dive into that. Okay. And then you just make sure with Roth IRAs and you check with their savings and retirement savings and their retirement goals and how their housing affects that.
Awesome. So do you think that you're going to want to focus more on buyers, sellers, or just a little bit of both?
A bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Good. And then, it doesn't even have to be seniors either. It can definitely help with younger people, and looking long-term how having that house is going to affect their finances.
Right. Now, I know I've worked with a lot of first-time homebuyers. I do have my military relocation specialist certification. I have a daughter in the Air Force. She is the first one in the family that I'm aware of that's ever been in the military.
Really?
And I started with military relocation back, probably 9 years ago. I was working for a company here in Wichita that I got on their relocation team, and I did corporate relocations and I worked with military relocations and stuff like that, and that ended up being one of my favorite parts was the military relocations. And then my daughter went into the Air Force, which made it even that much more important to me. Finding that niche of real estate that you really want to focus on is super important. I think I love my military people. Of course I love all my clients and customers. I'd
like to know what your biggest challenges were in your real estate career.
Oh gosh, well, I moved here from Michigan back in 2001, and I started my career in 2002. I knew nobody in Kansas other than my husband at that time and my kids. And
that's going to be difficult.
It was very difficult. I knew nobody other than the Bealers, who kind of brought me in to real estate. They were a small town broker there over here in Hayesville. And I worked with them. They became like my family. So the biggest challenge I think was just kind of figuring out the new state that we were in, finding new friends, finding family. And then back in 2008, right during the recession, the beginning of the recession, I had some family issues come up, which became another very, very big, hard hurdle for me and my kids. And we had to kind of just overcome a lot of stuff. So
had to keep busy, stay focused.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you plan on making this career work for you? I mean, what are you willing to do?
Well, what I'm already doing, because I kind of keep a set schedule for myself. I set up my goals each week, my goals each day, and make sure I go through that and how it sees the bigger picture. You know, each little pixel makes the bigger picture. You have to stay consistent with that. And then meeting new people. I love meeting new people. Even talking to for sale by owners, you know, they may not like us realtors too much, but it's lovely. It's lovely to go talk to them and find out what their goals are and just get to know them and see their house and see if I can bring anyone in to help out their situation. So.
Right. And believe it or not, I think a lot of for sale by owners just want to see if they can do it on their own.
And I get that, because then you feel accomplished. You feel proud.
I mean, what do you do when you start sneezing? You go to the store, you buy some over-the-counter drugs to try to ease that, you know, that discomfort before you go to a doctor. That's how I look at a for sale by owner.
I get that.
They're trying to ease that discomfort before going to a professional. I mean, most of the time they're going to end up coming to the professional because that's, if we didn't have to have, if we didn't have to have a license to sell real estate, do you think that we'd be licensed realtors? I mean, the state really kind of it puts some pretty strict standards on us, and I firmly believe in the code of ethics. I've been on the professional standards committee for years. I think I started on grievance committee back in 2007 or 8, and that transitioned into professional standards. And I love that committee. Also been on forms committee. That's a good one because it's hard, but you get to know the forms and the documents. And
the more legal aspect of it, because there's a lot of legalities that go into the job with being a realtor. There's a lot. I spent
4 years on that committee, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into joining one of those committees, if not several, here pretty soon. But right now I'm actually taking classes to get my elite realtor certification.
Tell us a little bit more about that, because I don't know anything about that.
As of right now, there's only less than 2% of realtors in the Wichita, Kansas area who have the elite realtor certification. But there's 8 different classes, and we go through, you know, the different technologies. We go through how to best service sellers and how to really represent buyers and how to keep their best interest in mind. And then we also go over the legalities of that too. So how to make sure you're staying in the legal realm.
Our Hayesville and Clearwater website at parkbench.com / Hayesville and Clearwater. And it's really kind of going to be cool. It's a small business type website. Shop local, you know, move local. And
then you get to really get to know the community more, and I think that's a huge benefit.
So I know I'm going to do more videos. We've got one that we're posting, hopefully by tomorrow, and then from there on out, I think, you know, if you want to do some interviews, just let me know, because I would love to have just you post it on there and keep it going. Again, I am Margaret Metzger with Collins & Associates. You can reach me at 316-371-9816 or by email at movewithmetzger@gmail.com. Sarah Schaefer's. What's your phone number again?
My phone number is 316-239-4699. And my email is sarahsrealestate@outlook.com.
Oh, and sellingbetterhomes.com is our website. Take a look at it. You can also check out parkbench.com / Hayesville or / Clearwater. We'll be on there too. Talk to you soon.